There are only two bands that have been immortalized by having their lyrics tattooed on Ian's body.
Yeah.
Liza Minnelli and Tool.
You son of a
right?
bitch. Yeah, right.
So today we're going to talk about how awesome Tool is.
Tool.
One of the greatest of all time.
Possibly the greatest.
It's weird making a video about Tool because talking about Tool tends to leave me speechless. How good it is.
That's right. It's really hard. You know, we were talking about this before we started filming. Like, we are so enthusiastic about Tool, but at the same time, how do we convey to someone who's like, "Oh, I don't like Tool"? You know, how do you convey to someone?
It's like, what do you mean? What
awesome
do you mean?
They are?
It's like if someone says they don't like Tool to me, I'm like, well, you just don't understand yet.
Right.
Like it's not even like it doesn't come down to musical taste.
No, yeah.
It's like you just haven't heard the right song.
You haven't heard the right song. It's your time will come.
Which is understandable too.
Yes.
Because there are some songs that are tragically named.
Oh yeah.
You know, like I'm not going to get my grandma to listen to Hooker with a Penis.
Or we were downstairs and I almost said, "Hey, let's go listen to some prison sex."
Yeah.
Like, you know, like.
I think actually what you said was, "What is prison
what
sex?" But honestly, I think as you were kind of saying, the best example of when the sum of the whole just comes together.
That's exactly it. I mean, every individual member of Tool, in their own right, are outstanding songwriters. Mm-hmm. But when they do come together, it is almost like a nuclear blast. I mean, like, it is just so powerful and amazing how they either work together or just design a song so that this song is just a pure entity of what I would call like true musical art.
Sure, totally agree.
And I think a lot of people, I'm just letting you know, I think a lot of people watching this new channel might be shocked at the fact I love Tool because, you know, I love Fish, I love the Grateful Dead, but Tool...
You're just a happy, jolly guy in general.
Yeah, Tool to me is an ultimate band.
They really are. And they're genreless. Like, anytime you see them try, like, I've seen them labeled as metal. I've seen them labeled as pop rock.
Progressive.
Prog rock. Yeah,
prog rock.
They're just Tool.
They're Tool.
There's nobody like Tool.
No.
The closest thing to Tool is probably A Perfect Circle.
No, I think you're going to... Yes, I'm sorry, not to interrupt, but the poor man... Oh my God, I'm going to start hating this. The poor man's Tool, I think, is Cheval.
Oh, okay.
Because they have that same sound.
A little bit of a
vocals.
Tribal type thing. Yeah, okay.
Nothing against Cheval, but, like, I heard Cheval and I was like... it's like they're trying to be, they're Tool fans.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
like,
but this isn't Tool.
It's not Tool. No.
Yeah.
No. So how do we get people into Tool?
Well, I just my own personal story. I didn't get into Tool till Lateralis.
Yeah.
Which was kind of like, I mean, you know, they'd been around for a while. They've only got 4 albums, which is unbelievable.
Yeah,
I
know.
But I would see people wearing the Tool shirts at school.
Yep.
And I was also kind of afraid of those same people.
Yeah.
So I never really got into it. And then Lateralis came out. And I was just like, this is amazing. This is like the greatest thing. And then I kind of discovered Anima and everything from that. But
yeah, so you went backwards. Lateralis,
yeah,
we'll talk about Lateralis. In case you're wondering, and this is probably a long video of just us talking. There's a reason there's no guitars in this. We'll get to everything. But if you know, this should have just been a podcast because like it was gonna be like an 80-minute video.
Sure.
You know, I was in a band a long time ago. I was 13, 14, and we heard of Tool. And my drummer really liked Tool for obvious reasons. But then when I was in college, I remember driving when Schism first came on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know what Schism was, but I remember driving on campus. It was a gorgeous sunny day. Not hot, but beautiful. Trees were perfectly green.
Oh, my gosh.
You know, awesome. And I'm driving.
Paint the picture.
And the song came up. And I was like, this is awesome. And then right away, I didn't know it was Tool. I was like, what is this, right? And then I heard Maynard, and I was like, oh, this is Tool. Mm-hmm. Like, this is great. And then, of course, I went back and I bought the albums. You know, and Lateralis by far for me is the best album I think on the planet.
I can't argue that.
You know, and then when Anima or Enema,
however you want to pronounce it.
I really don't know. The thing is, you're gonna hear us talk about this and be like, wow, they seem like they don't know a lot of the pieces of Tool history. But the thing is, I never wanted to touch it. And I was telling you about this. I never wanted to dive into something where I thought it was one of the most artful things in the world. I didn't want to dissect it.
As a guitar player.
I dissect Tread, I dissect Jerry, and I dissect a lot. Once you dissect something, you can't unsee it. I didn't want to see what was going on. I wanted it to remain magical. So Tool, to me, I just listen to Tool. Like, I don't break them down. I don't analyze them.
Understandable.
I'm a true spectator of their artwork. and it's awesome.
I get it.
Yeah.
But I get down on Tool riffs. Getting down on Tool riffs is kind of how I learned to play guitar. Right?
Really?
Especially just how I learned that, like, okay, drop D is more than just the easy way to play power chords.
Yeah.
Like, this is just how it's done.
What's the first song on Lateralis? Oh my god, it's Lateralis.
Well, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a drop D song.
Sure.
That riff is
a lot of it is
unreal.
Oh, so let's go album by album.
Album by album.
And choose the highlights
so,
as the people love.
Before we do this,
yeah.
I was telling Sean, I read this somewhere, that Maynard's idea for the name Tool was Tool so that people could use their music and their lyrics as a tool to better themselves. So, in this video, use this video as a tool to either educate yourself on Tool or to show someone about Tool in case they're on the fence, and let our enthusiasm for them help kind of kick them off the fence, because you just recently turned someone into a Tool fan, didn't you?
Kindred, who, if you see my channel, you know who Kindred is. She's a big Tool fan now. A lot of people wouldn't think that.
No.
Well, because I introduced her in the proper way, which could be different for everybody.
He kept Tool playing in the dungeon.
No. It's a very gentlemanly introduction to Tool.
And by the way, I do have Tool lyrics tattooed on my shoulder, on my back.
Yeah, that is true.
Not a lot of people know that.
True,
I do.
Actually.
I do have a very brief sentence.
From 46 and 2?
No, from oh my god, I forgot the name of the song. It's We Are Eternal, All This Pain Is an Illusion. Parabola.
Oh, it's Parabola. That's right, that is Parabola.
How funny is that? But I got the tattoo like 10 years ago, so I was like sitting there. But
yeah, I'll edit that out so it look cool.
Parabola is awesome.
Yeah.
Album by album.
We'll get to that.
Yes,
all right,
okay.
So first album right off the bat, Undertow.
Give me the song. Give me the songs.
So we've got Intolerance.
Yep.
Prison Sex. Sober, which I think would be a lot. All right.
Prison Sex.
There's nothing like prison sex.
There's nothing like prison sex, man.
Let me tell you.
Okay, don't watch this video in the presence of young ones. The song "Prison Sex" I think was one of the earlier releases, and it is such a unique song, and you can hear, in my opinion, because it was not the first song I heard.
Sure.
But "Prison Sex," when you listen to it, you realize like how when a galaxy is formed and the stars are getting closer and tighter, you could hear Tool like forming.
Yeah,
like it's like almost there and it's perfect, but it's so enjoyable to listen to because it's like we almost have tightened up into the galaxy.
Yeah.
We're there. And anyway, so Prison Sex to me on that album is effing unreal.
And I think it all comes down Danny Carey, dude. Danny Carey he's not even a drummer. No. He is a god of thunder and time.
He is a god of thunder.
That's how I see him.
Yeah,
like when I list the greatest drummers or whatever, I'll be like, maybe like John Bonham, only because Danny Carey's a god of thunder and time and not a drummer.
Right.
That's the only reason I would not put him as
thunder and time.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Bottom, featuring Henry Rollins.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Crawl Away, Swamp Song, Undertow, For Flood, Disgustipated, and there's different, versions and stuff with it.
Undertow.
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with that song, but I still think that Prison Sex for me was the best song on there. How about for you?
You know what? Yeah, I agree. 100%.
Well,
Sober was the hit, I guess, if you want to say
Sober was the hit. And what's really weird, it's got that I don't want to say Phrygian sound, but it's E F has a half step. And to me it's very dissonant. And I was very surprised that caught on as the single. It's a great song, but I think Prison Sex it was much stronger of a single, but I think the name is what kept
of course it was.
Right?
Which is funny because kind of speaking to Tool's mainstream popularity.
Yeah.
Which they are a mainstream band in a lot of ways.
Yes, they are.
Right?
They are, yeah.
Because Maynard is such a good, clean singer.
Oh.
He's just it's beautiful. It's like he could be a pop singer if he wanted to be. He's like that clean and that good.
Yeah.
But then he just F's it up too when he wants to.
And again,
awesome.
Maynard's story of his life, I think, is incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible.
He's like a graphic design artist who after getting out of the army and stuff like that. It's
and then unfortunate events with his mother passing and like. There's a book he wrote, right? Is there an autobiography, you think?
I don't know about
And again,
that.
people are like, these guys don't know anything about Tool. But again, I don't like to touch a perfect... to me, Tool is... I let any information come
from
to
a distance.
Yeah, I'm not going to seek it out.
I get it.
So Sober and Prison Sex are our votes for that album?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm gonna back you on Prison Sex.
Nice.
With being the highlight.
Can we edit that?
Nope. Sorry. One take.
Terrible.
Don't have time.
Oh...
On to Enema.
Okay. All right. So this album, either pronounced Anima or Enema.
Yeah.
This album.
This is where it's at.
This album transformed my life, literally.
Please.
I was not once this puffy, roly guy in front of you. I once used to jog a lot, and I was really really into health until I realized.
Until you listened to Anima?
Until I got the Fish and the Grateful Dead. Okay, no, but I used to live in Massachusetts. I lived on this old ski mountain that had a great, cool jogging hill.
Okay.
And I throw on my CD player with shockproof.
Oh, I think I may have had the same one.
Yeah, and I listened to Anima all the way through on the jog, and like the album was so potent. And I think you understand this. I think I have to go back to jogging with this album because it got me to ignore everything around me. You know, the street, the woods, the sky, the smell, everything was gone. I was just jogging, and like the music was the only thing that was present for the entire album. Spectacular album, beginning to end. And so we can go song by song or favorites, but this is where Tool like really formed.
This is it.
They're at the helm.
Not that Undertow wasn't a great album.
No,
but Anima is, I think, where they become Tool.
And they realize like they realize that they're at their peak, but they didn't realize they were at their peak because of the next album.
Who even knew?
Right?
One more evolution. They 46 and 2'd themselves.
Oh yes,
hey,
that's right. So what's the track listing on this?
All right, so we got Stinkfist.
I mean, go ahead, go first. Yeah, just
Eulogy.
Yep.
H. Useful Idiot. 46 and 2. Mm-hmm. Message Cherry Manback. Hooker with a Penis.
Hooker with a Penis.
Intermission. Jimmy. Die Eier von Satan.
We know what that is, right? We already know the story behind that, right?
No, I don't know it.
Okay, go ahead, keep going.
Push It. Cesaro Some Ability. Anima. Ions and Third Eye.
All right, so about the German song.
Yeah.
It's in case I'm sure a lot of you heard it, but in case you haven't, look it up. He'll say the name again. What's the name again?
Die Eier von Satan.
It's this German guy yelling at the top of his lungs to music, like really distorted, really like discerning music and craziness. And I believe it's just him reciting a cookie recipe or a baking recipe. Something like that. Yeah, it's just what he's saying in German is like add 2 cups of flour and stir. But you don't know. It sounds like he's yelling. It's awesome. Now, again, the names of these songs I think are brilliant. It's like you're judging a book by its cover. You know, I'm not going to listen to a song called Hooker with a Penis because you're
classless animals.
Yeah, you're like, you're right. You know, but let's go track by track. I think Stinkfist again. Stinkfist, crazy name.
Sure.
And actually, I mean, the name has a meaning within the song.
Sure. So all the weird names they do mean something.
Yes, I mean they do.
Yeah.
The drum work, the guitar work.
It's so tight. It's awesome.
It is unbelievable. If you're going to show someone, don't say, this is Stinkfist by Tool.
Yeah.
Just put the song on.
Yeah, but ooh.
Yeah. Just put in the background. How did you get Kindred into Tool? Did you literally focus her on it, or did you have it playing in the background, like when you were like doing stuff?
I think I just kind of had it in the background.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's very spiritual, so rhythmically.
Tribal.
Like tribal.
Danny Carey.
Danny Carey's the man.
God of Thunder and Time.
That's why I'm saying, like, I don't even know how to pick a highlight off of this album.
Oh, Stinkfist's not even my highlight.
I guess I'm just gonna skip to 46 and 2 just because like the drums on 46 and 2 are just so next level.
They're incredible. And there's a couple of videos of some young kids at like School of Rocks playing 46 and 2, and it's really impressive. Just the fact that they conquered, a Tool song. I can see the person like whether it's a School of Rock or something where they're like, say the teacher's name is Jeremy, and the president's like, hey Jeremy, I have a mission for you. It's like, what? He's like, you got to get your kids to play 46 and 2, and Jeremy's like,
I quit.
Yeah, like what? And you see Jeremy going home to his like either girlfriend or wife, like stressed out, like what? Like I can't do this. Like every day. But they did a great job, whatever. But 46 and 2 is awesome. My top pick is Eulogy. That song, if you get to listen to one song, in my opinion, Eulogy has it all.
Oh, that's your pick.
The lyrics, the drum work, the guitar work, the breaks, the highs, the lows, how things change. Don't judge it moment by moment. Judge it like as a song in its entirety. Put it in the background while you're doing something menial, and realize that time will pass before you know it. That
it unfolds in such like a beautiful way.
Yeah, like a fractal, just a universal fractal. Maybe that's how I do it.
Maybe that could be it.
Okay, yes.
So I was torn between 46 and 2 and Enema because it's so laden with riffs.
Yeah.
Because as next level as they are, they still take some of like the best parts of like rock history and then just like riff.
Yeah, they do. Like chord progression wise.
Yeah.
But you're right. Your favorite part in Enema, is this gentle part.
Yeah.
It's like
and they break down.
It's like a G to a
praying
C
for a
or
tidal
something.
wave. It's beautiful.
And it's beautiful. And it's like, look, hey guys, we can still play a G chord.
Yeah, and I feel in the breakdown of that song is where A Perfect Circle was born. Another band that I absolutely love.
Which
I get it. You know, it's a different thing. It's not so different in my opinion. But it's still great.
I like Tool as the whole. We'll talk about that when we keep them going through the albums. Anything else in this album that's worth mentioning?
I mean, we could be here all day.
Yeah,
but I want to go on to Lateralis.
I want to go on to Lateralis too.
I think this is my favorite Tool album. One of my favorite albums. Period, in general. Ever.
It's so funny. Me being a Fish and Grateful Dead fan, people ask what your favorite albums. I'm like Lateralis and Figure 8. By Elliott Smith. Like totally awesome. Because as albums, they're just incredible.
Sure.
This album stands alone. I think before you go listen to it, I think you'll say like every Tool album has a little break, a little sonic break of weird noises and stuff. Yeah. That I think is like a palate cleanser or just something just to entertain your ears and kind of get you out of what just happened. But song wise, Lateralis, what can you say about this that will make the people listening like really understand how powerful?
I got this I think my senior year of high school about the album, and that's when I was kind of just getting into them, and I was like, this is like nothing I've ever heard, and that's because I didn't have the pre-Tool discography up to date. So my introduction to that was like, this is like some other stuff. And I think that really inspired me just as a guitar player to kind of like learn and like write and try to do different things.
Yeah, that's amazing too. I never have gone for it. I've never like went to analyze it.
It's funny that you say that because the riffs are so fun to play. But
I believe it.
I get it. I do get it.
We should make a video of like you teaching me like Tool songs. I'm like, no, I don't want to do this.
I can't do it. No, pentatonic hammer-ons, no.
Disconnected riffs. What? You just made me have a flashback. If you watch me when you're talking, I had heard of Lateralis before I got it. I remember this. I was in Barnes and Nobles in Smithtown, New York, with my friends. I picked up like a Relics magazine, which is the jam band magazine, and they they had an interview with Trey Anastasio from Fish, right? Mm-hmm. And they said, what is Trey listening to? And he said the newest Tool album is one of the finest collections of like melodic themes and dances. I've never heard anything like the thing. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like Trey is listening to Tool. Mm-hmm. And I think it was about 2 years later when I heard the album Lateralis. And I think within the first like minute, actually it's very funny. I'll tell you a quick story. Sorry, it's gonna be a long video. But I forgot where I was going. Within the first minute, I realized how amazing it was. But I was working at Stop and Shop up there, and I was a general assistant manager. And they had this elevator, this cargo elevator that had like a wire mesh cover that came down. Mm-hmm. And when he touched it, it was like, and it sounded just like the beginning of. And I used to just ride that elevator, just bang that beat out on the mesh all the time. And from that moment on,
Stop and Shop Danny Carey.
Yeah, I was. I was God of Thunder and Time, and selling Milky Way bars,
toiling at Stop and Shop.
Yeah, and general merchandise. But Lateralis, if that song doesn't get you right away, I mean, it's a masterpiece.
Schism, one of the great riffs of all time.
Oh God, yeah.
I don't even have to. I think my personal highlight would be Parabola, especially how it leads into it.
Wait, what's is the first song Lateralis?
No,
The Grudge.
Grudge.
The Grudge.
Uh-huh.
The Grudge is
what a way to start an album,
unreal. So go track by track. Right?
The Grudge, and Blue Apocalypse,
yes.
which is an instrumental. The Patient, Mantra, another instrumental.
Yep.
Then it hits you with Schism,
which was their radio-friendly song.
Sure,
but unreal.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Parable, then Parabola.
Yeah, the Parabola segue.
So awesome. It just builds and builds, and then once it hits you with that riff, it transports you to another world.
What sucks is I used to listen to it on CD, and it would stop for a second before getting into Parabola, so it'd be like, and I'm like, no,
same,
don't.
Same.
Yeah,
it ruins it. Totally ruined it. Sony Walkman, come on.
Yeah, but the Parabola is such a great song.
Ticks and Leeches?
Time out. Ticks and Leeches.
Oh.
That's an aggressive song. Mm-hmm. But if you can I swear, if you looked at all of my steering wheels on all my cars and how worn out they are because I sit and bang on them, it's all because of Ticks and Leeches. Mm-hmm. I mean, that song, drum work is incredible.
Yeah, he carries it on that one for sure.
He totally does. What else we got?
Lateralis. It's beautiful.
Lateralis is amazing.
The ending. Heaviness.
Ending, it's so simple. The ending is so simple, but perfect. Okay, go ahead.
Disposition, Reflection, Triad. And then the kind of hidden whatever. However you say it.
Whatever. Lateralis to me is is probably the best album of all time.
It's the pinnacle. It's the pinnacle. I'm not going to disagree with you when you say it's the best album of all time.
Yeah, have you ever seen the movie, not The Wizard of Oz, but The Oz? Is it the
No, I've not seen
The Oz? No, there's a scene, I believe, unless I'm having like flashbacks these days, but there's a scene where like they walk into this room and there's all these gems, emerald gems on the table, and they have to find the right one or something, and they're all like look the same. There, hundreds of them, thousands of them, and to me, like the song and album Lateralis it could be a like physical thing you can put up on a shelf,
sure,
and say that is perfection. And I know the genre people are like, but it's metal. Who cares? What it does to you is perfect, which is why I really, really, really respect Tool.
Beautiful. Which is why you love 10,000 Days. Uh-oh. Hey, I don't dislike 10,000 Days.
Yeah.
I don't. Would you consider 10,000 Days a different direction for Tool, or
do you want to get?
Ian really doesn't like 10,000.
Okay, I'll tell you. I don't like. No, everybody's like, "What is this video about?" You guys love Tool, but Ian hates 10,000 Days. I do not like 10,000 Days. I think that to me, it really, really sounds like the cutting room floor of Lateralis. I feel like they are all ideas that never made into it, and they needed an album, and they just like put it with some culture and put it in and try to let things grow. I don't hear anything on 10,000 Days in my mind that it was as revolutionary as Anima and Lateralis. I feel like it was just Part B scraps. I didn't like it. No offense to you guys. I don't think you guys...
This is very offensive to some people.
Yeah, no offense to the members of Tool. I don't even think that they liked it because that's the last album that's come out, and they kind of went, man, I think they bit off more than they can chew, and they realized it wasn't that good.
I don't know about that. I think it's more of an atmospheric soundscape. And you got to be kind of crazy to not think that the Pot isn't belonging in the pantheon. So that'd be my pick.
When I saw
I get what you're saying. I was super excited for 10,000 Days, and I was just kind of like, not really what I was hoping for. But it has all the elements of what Tool is.
I've seen
fair. It's fair. I'm not going to totally defend 10,000 Days, but I like it.
I've seen Tool twice. Mm-hmm. Once before 10,000 Days and once after. And the time I saw them before, one of the best concerts ever.
Wow.
Then when I saw them afterwards, I was like, you could have dumped out that song.
Yeah, see, I've never seen Tool live.
Oh, they're awesome. Let's talk about Tool live for a second. Now,
right.
Okay. When you go to a Tool concert, everyone's dressed in black, everyone's got the long greasy hair, everyone's angry. I get it, right? But then you get there on stage.
Contact high, for sure.
Oh yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
And I went with one of my students' fathers to the latest Tool concert, and it's awesome because you don't know what to expect. And Maynard comes out in a vest and some underwear, right? And then Adam Jones, black pants, black shirt. Same with Justin Chancellor. Hey, got
bass player.
And then
Danny Carey's probably wearing a Kobe jersey or something. Right?
Then the God of Thunder and Time comes out, and he's wearing basketball shorts and a basketball jersey. He's got this long blonde hair.
Love Danny.
And like he comes out, and you can see how tall he is. Like everyone comes out, and then Danny Carey comes out, and he comes out, and the crowd goes nuts, and it's awesome because you're just waiting. They're sitting like, and they're kind of he's hitting the drums. And they look at each other, and then he raises his giant arms. He's like, boom, and the music starts, and from then on in, it's like you're on a ride.
That's so awesome.
But yeah, and a very minimalistic stage.
Sure.
Just it's them and a couple ants.
Yeah, I've seen like the videos of it, but yeah, I gotta go see them live. Hopefully.
Awesome. There is a video of Maynard putting a fan into a jiu-jitsu hold.
I have seen that one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The guy comes up to hug him, and he's like, "Come here," and like Maynard's he knows jiu-jitsu, he knows how to fight. I mean, the guy's amazing, and he goes to grab him, puts him in the hold, and sings the rest of the song while holding on to the guy. That's awesome. Maynard James Keenan.
One of a kind.
Truly.
Absolutely one of a kind.
Yeah, I love Tool. I don't like to dissect them because I want to keep them for what they were to me was true art, and I don't want to get too close to it. I really want to be a spectator in the world of Tool.
I get it.
Yeah.
But what that means for you people, you got to go find somebody that doesn't know Tool and spread the Tool word.
Spread the Tool gospel.
That is your job.
You know what? And that's the truth, because I'll tell you something. Like, we all get angry.
Sure.
And Tool, when you're angry, does such a good job of taking your anger and, like, it understands you, and then pulling it out of you and being like, oh, I needed that.
Then you're just on the ride for a while,
Yeah,
and when you get off the roller coaster, you're chill.
Yeah, they do a good job of getting in you. And yeah, go listen to some Tool and listen to the songs we mentioned.
That's right.
Maybe we'll put a list of like our top ones on the screen.
Let us know what your guys' highlights are for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you know any members of the band Tool, tell them we say hello and thank you.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Bye.